Hello, welcome to Soulprint Intuitive Tarot Weekly Pick Your Crystal reading for November 7th through the 13th. So, for those of us who are on daylight savings time and switch back and forth, this is the weekend. So, there's that going on. But it strikes me that, it's more than just a shift in time. It's more about there's going to be, longer days, longer nights. And that sort of takes me to a place of, cocooning and reflecting and perhaps deep and comfortable thoughts. So, on that note, let's take a look at what we have here. So we have a beautiful, beautiful green. Okay. And this lovely, it's sort of like a marble gray and black. So we're going to refer to this one as gray. It's just a beautiful, beautiful stone. And then this lovely blue. Okay. So take a moment. Pick your crystal or crystals. And let's get started, shall we? Here we go, this beautiful green. Let's see what the cards have in store for you this week. King of Swords, 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. I would say the cards have some rather lace stuff in store for you this week. So, let's just take a look, shall we? So, the King of Swords, this is about an energy, not a person so much, but an energy that thinks, it's smart, it's intelligent, it has ambitions, it has a clarity of purpose. And this card in particular is talking to me almost about a sense of wisdom or a knowing, an understanding, perhaps. It's a very, very interesting selection of cards because on the one hand, you have the Wheel of Fortune and you have the 6 of Cups sitting here, sitting beside no less than the 10 of Cups. So overall, this is a reading that seems to be talking about continuing to find your ambitions, your clarity, the things that inspire you, the things that interest you, and moving forward on them with a real sense of, it's not even, it is confidence, of course, but it's more than that. It actually feels more like a sense of real optimism, like real excitement, as if truly, truly you have great clarity and understanding about the fact that the Wheel of Fortune is literally bringing you good fortune. And because the good fortune between the two, what is good is the cups, you're talking about things that are emotionally satisfying, things that make you happy, things that are fulfilling to you. Perhaps there may be some reflection about things from the past. Perhaps you may decide to go back to an idea or a thought, or perhaps you want to clear up some emotions from the past and do some healing. But the overall energy of this reading is that you are going to find satisfaction this week in terms of moving forward with whatever it is that is necessary to help you achieve that 10 of Cups feeling, which is success and contentment, peace and happiness. It is a feeling of emotional abundance in a really lovely way, okay? And so this very much feels like, because you're starting off with the King of Swords, it really, really does feel as if you are going to be able to, I almost want to say, put into actions or put into words that which perhaps hasn't been said, or has needed to be said. And that in turn almost is going to create like a cascade of blessings that are able to come your way in terms of, sort of emotional fulfillment and contentment. And really, when it comes right down to it, that's what we're all aiming for, right? That's what we're looking for, is that sense of satisfaction, that sense of peace and accomplishment. And so whatever this King of Swords represents to you, there is definitely a sense that as you resolve this, perhaps you have to go back to the past. Maybe you have to talk to people from the past. Maybe you just have to reflect on some memories. But whatever that is, whatever that process is, that will create a series of blessings that are going to come your way, almost as if I want to say, as if some anchors to the past, or some, ropes that were tying you down, some heavy burdens you were carrying, are going to be lifting. And from that, you're going to be able to move forward in a way that brings you a great deal of peace. All right. Well, that's kind of pleasant. All right, let's look at this beautiful, beautiful gray black stone. And here we go. What do we have? Okay, we have the Five of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Ace of Swords. So again, very nice energy. Very nice energy. So what this is talking about, you've got both the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. And so, when you put those two together, what you have is thoughts, ambitions, creativity. But you also have the sort of the impetus, if you will, the action, the energy to move it forward. And for some of you, you're actually going to get some news about something that allows you to move forward. Again, because you have the swords here, it is possible that you may be hearing about some legal matters, some documentation, some paperwork, some contracts, but it also may be something a little bit more creative than that, or inspiring than that. The Five of Swords in this position is actually really okay, because what this is talking about is the fact that you have you suffered the losses, you sustained whatever this is, whatever this problem, this trouble, this whatever this is, this Five of Swords is sort of, there's a real weariness to this card. And so it makes me think that perhaps there have been things going on in your world that have been very demanding, have been taking a lot of your time, a lot of your energy. Perhaps you felt really stuck. Perhaps you even felt to some degree like you really had to push in a way or in a certain direction that was really not, I almost want to say, not a really accurate reflection of you or your feelings, but simply because it needed to get done. And there's now going to be forward movement on that, and there's going to be, it really does feel like some lovely energy coming your way. There are new beginnings in abundance, okay? You have, the page is moving things forward, and then you have the page of the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, and that is talking about really, really getting whatever this is up and running and off and moving forward. So the reality is whatever this Five of Swords represents, which is a difficult period of time, there's like really no sugarcoating that. It was hard, and maybe you felt isolated, and maybe you felt, like you weren't being understood, or things were just simply not going your way. But rest assured that this week brings you some really lovely new energy to really get things moving in that forward direction. It really is a lovely kind of beginning. It feels very much like a new beginning and being able to move past that which was hard. frankly. But the upside is, you know what? You made it through. You survived it. And here you have those brand new doors opening, those new venues opening up for you. So enjoy. It's always lovely to know that you've sort of moved past a difficult time. All right, now we're going to move on to this beautiful blue stone. It's lovely. And here we go. What do we have here? Six of Swords, Seven of Wands, Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Wow, those of you who have picked the blue stone, the blue crystal, look at you guys go. So this really, really is talking about, in some ways it's not that dissimilar to the gray stone. It's talking about a situation that you were in where honestly you really, really felt like you had to defend yourself or justify yourself or push back against ideas or attitudes or concepts that were just frankly not accurate. And it really put you in a position of really having to almost explain yourself. But you have the Six of Swords sitting here saying, you know what, listen, it's time for you to move on. You are moving into calmer waters. You are leaving this turbulence behind. And I'm going to reverse these cards because that actually tells the story a bit better. You're moving past this, whatever this represents, but it was hard. You were in a position of having to defend yourself or explain yourself, try to get stuff sorted out, and communications weren't going well. It just feels like a little bit of a difficult time. But whatever that is, it is passing or has just passed. And you now are in this Six of Swords boat and you are rowing yourself towards much calmer shores. But listen up. To say those shores are calm is a little bit of an understatement here. You have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. What an amazing set of cards to get side by side, because it's talking about, the Nine of Pentacles is sort of that independence, but it's that abundance, it's that luxury, it is that sense of doing it on your own, or and having what you need and want. And the Nine of Cups, of course, is that wish card. So this looks like a fulfillment of a wish. It looks as if whatever this difficult time was is going to pay off for you. And you are going to be able to move yourself forward. And there is going to be blessings and abundance and clarity that comes from that. For some of you, this may be a creative project, but for some of you, I almost want to say in a kind of crazy way, it feels as if there was I kind of almost want to use the word criticism, or some information that came to you that was not really what you wanted to hear. But it feels like you took the time to sort of absorb it, and you took the time to really reflect on it and see if there was any part of that criticism that had validity, and if so, what and how you were going to react to that. But whatever this Seven of Wands represents, there is this sense that you're moving forward, and you have, again, make that wish and know that you have the power and the ability to bring it forward. It's up to you. It's up to you to make the decision what it is you're going to wish for, how it is you're going to move forward, and what it is you want waiting on the other side of the shore when you get there. Beautiful. Wow. This was a really actually group of lovely readings, right? It feels sort of like good news all the way around. Thank you so very much for being here on the Pick Your Crystal Weekly Reading. I'm so delighted to have you here. And don't forget, if you are interested in a private reading, you can find that information in the description box below. Have a fabulous week. Bye.